I got 99 problems, but a build ain't one. You see all these 99 overall builds I done made? I done made so many builds. I got to delete 99 overall builds to make a new 99 overall build. It's outlandish. But I had labbed up and made so many builds on this game. So I have a great understanding on the best build heights and the best cap breakers and all that type of stuff. In this video, I'll be ranking the top 10 build heights on this game and showing you guys an example for each of the top 10 build heights. These are the top 10 build heights on the game with examples for each one. Now, starting with the height 6'3" at number 10, it gets playmaking cap breakers, which are game changing on small guards. It allows you to get your playmaking to the ratings you want by using cap breakers, and doing that will allow you to load up everywhere else on the build, because most small guards don't have what? They either got to sacrifice finishing or defense. We do neither. We still get the elite, the small guard contact dunks, gold posterizer, and the elite defense right here with gold perimeter defensive badges and Hall of Fame interceptor, while maintaining good physicals and even getting rebounding. It's an all-around fire build that you guys can take to the 3s and to the 5. At number 9, we got the height 6'7". A lot of people might be surprised about this height being this low, but I still think it's a B tier height. But the best thing about the height 6'7", it's kind of versatile, right? It's a really good lockdown height. It's the tallest height that can get 99 perimeter defense and 99 steal. On this one, we opted for the 96 steal because, steal really isn't that crazy good, but you get the 93 driving dunk, you get the elite scoring from the mid-range and stuff like that. You can still dribble a little bit, get the Zach LaVine dribble style. 6'7" is a very versatile height. I think it's the best for lockdowns, but a lot of people try to make 6'7" point guards or 6'7" shooting guards. I just think the neighboring heights of 6'8" and 6'6" are much better and much easier to cap break and get better value by using the glitchy cap breakers. So that's why we still have it in B tier, because my question for most people that make 6'7" builds is, why not just make it 6'6" or 6'8"? Now, I forgot to tell you guys, but that 6'7" build I just showed you guys was my perfected Grinch build. I call it Aries. This build right here is my perfected Damian Lillard build. I call it Batman. And this height is A tier, in my opinion, is the height 6'2". Now, compared to 6'3", the height 6'2" gets more speed with ball. So you can go up to 94 speed with ball, and that will give you legend lightning launch off rip. There is no need to +1 it. And I won't lie to you, I've seen people with this 94 speed with ball, they dribble like maniacs. I'm talking about they ain't even playing 2K26. They playing 3K26. They are 1,000 years in the future. They make my dribbling looking like I'm in the medieval era. We're in the Middle Ages when I'm over here dribbling. I do my little escape, snatch back, speed boost one way. They doing all types of stuff that is just witchcraft, right? But you get the 94 speed ball, that's legend. You get the legend shooting. You get all these legend badges. You could +1 and +2 your perimeter. You still get more legend badges. I just think the 6'2" height is so much better than the 6'3" height because of the legend badges capabilities. You can get like 15 that you wanted to. At number 7, we have the height 6'5", and this is my famous Ant-Man Edwards build, the build that gets legend badges in 5 categories. But this is the perfected version. And this version is called Hades, so you want to go check that out on my channel. You guys can go look at it. But drive dunk goes up to a 96, perimeter goes up to a 96. That gives you Hall of Fame posterizer, Hall of Fame challenger, Hall of Fame on-ball minutes. The steal goes up to a 94. That gives you Hall of Fame interceptor and gold glove. The perimeter, steal, and dunk cap breakers are phenomenal at the height 6'6", 6'5", and even 6'4". Some of the best in the game. You load up here with your 3 ball with 5 cap breakers there to get 95 for Hall of Fame shooting badges, and you're just a walking bucket. You can start some put some other cap breakers on your agility. You get some really nice +2s here to go up to 90. Overall, fire build. I love the perfected Ant-Man build, but there's more. At number 6, we have the most underrated height in the game. The height 6'9", and this is my Wonder Woman build. Boom made this, one of my members of the community. He loves it. Other people in my community made it. They absolutely love this build. It's the 6'9" with the defensive cap breakers. So your perimeter defense goes from an 84 all the way up to a 92. That will give you gold on-ball minutes, gold challenger, and gold pick dodger. But at the height 6'9", those are tier 2 badges. So those are easier to +1 and +2 to get those to Hall of Fame and legend. and you're 6'9" with a longer wingspan, you can really run lockdown on this build. Your block goes from an 85 up to a 97 for a Hall of Fame paint patroller. Your interior defense goes from a 66 all the way up to an 85 for a Hall of Fame paint patroller. And you also get your steal to go from a 64 all the way up to an 85 for goal interceptor. You can still snag rebounds, the silver rebound chaser, but you want to spend 2 cat breakers here to get gold box out beast. You can also spend 2 cat breakers here for maxed out speed and agility. You get the great vertical for 83 vertical for Hall of Fame pogo stick, Hall of Fame high fly denier, and you're well rounded everywhere else. Scoring wise, you can score all 3 levels. You can score with your back to the basket. This build can literally do everything. It is a very fire build. Now we're about to go into the top 5. Now we are in the S tier. These top 5 heights are all S tier in my opinion. At number 5, we have the height 6'11", and this height is so great with the defensive cap breakers. You guys seen a lot of builds like this. They're kind of like Kevin Durant type builds, but in my opinion, with the defensive cap breakers, you really turn this build into a crazy type of KD because you're able to get the block to go from a 74 all the way up to a 93 for gold paint patroller. You also get legend pogo stick, Hall of Fame high flying denier. You still get 73 strength, so you can pick and pop with the build. You get bronze brick wall, you get gold strong handles, you get bronze lightning launch. That allows you to +2 that to zoom around the court faster, or you can even +2 your strong handles and get that on legend. But this scoring right here is so well rounded, so elite. 2 cap breakers gives you gold rise up in the big man contact dunks. You also get 89 mid-range and 89 3-ball. That's good for gold set shot specialist. But you can go all the way up to 92 for gold deadeye, gold shifty shooter, and stuff like that. It pairs very nicely with this 84 post control for Hall of Fame post fade phenom. You get contact dunks on the drive as well. In addition to the standing dunk contacts, you can do post hooks. You get fearless finisher. You get a whole lot of good stuff. This is a well-rounded 6'11" build. I call this one Luffy. It took that gum fruit and became the best stretch big man possible. At number 4, we have the height 6'6", and this height, in my opinion, is absolutely incredible. And just look at that name, a 2-way 3-point creating cleaner. Such a fire build name to have. And this is a lockdown defender build. My boy Sway made. I call it the Joker build. This dunk goes from a 65 all the way up to an 89 to give you Hall of Fame Aerial Wizard Pro Contact Dunks and Silver Posterizer. But the most important thing is the perimeter defense goes from a 93 to a 99. The steal goes from an 88 to a 99. You're getting legend defensive badges. And compared to the 6'5" height, they get the same cat breaker combination of the drive and dunk, perimeter, and steal. But 6'6" can get the silver high flying denier and bronze paint patroller with the 78 block. You also got to spend 1 cat breaker here to get your interior defense up to a 60. But that's why I have the slight edge of going to the 6'6" compared to the 6'5", because you can make it a better lockdown by getting the paint patroller, or make it even a power forward build, right? Where the 6'5" really wouldn't be that great of a power forward. But the 6'5" do get a tad bit more attributes. So you're trying to make a point guard or shooting guard, it might be better to make it a 6'5", but you're trying to make any position or any thing 6'6" is not a bad choice. At number 3, we have the height 7 feet tall. Now, this is a tad bit better than the 6'11s. Now, the 6'11s I think are more versatile because you guys saw that KD one I showed you guys. You can make that walking bucket type, and you can also make a traditional center. But you're making a traditional center. I do think the 7-footers are better because they're a little bit more generous with the defensive cap breakers, and that will allow you to get your block higher. So your block in this case goes up to an 88 for gold high flying denier, but you guys wanted to modify this. You could even make it go up to 93. You had to sacrifice some things, but overall this is a well-rounded big man. You get silver paint prodigy, contact dunks on the drive and under the rim, can post control, post score there, gets really good shooting, really good playmaking, can dribble, create his own shot, the Giannis dribble style and stuff like that. Good physicals, goes up to 91 strength for gold brick wall, and can get 99 rebounding. Overall, this big man can do everything. Why? Because he gets the defensive caps, which are some of the best in the game. After this video, probably next week, I will start working on ranking the best cap breakers. So that's a little bit different than the heights, but the cap breakers on their own are super duper fire. Defensive will be in the top 10 without a doubt. But let's go over to number 2. At number 2, we have the height 6'4", and this height is incredible because it is the tallest height that gets the small guard dribble animation, so you want to take full advantage of that, and you want to use these playmaking cat breakers to get those dribble animations. So our ball handle goes from an 84 all the way up to a 92. Our speed ball goes from a 79 all the way up to a 91. +1 your lightning launch, +2 your handle for days, get both those on legend. And then the pass accuracy goes all the way up to 92 for the Hall of Fame dimer. You know your teammates need it on legend, so go ahead and plus that one as well. But then you get that elite shooting for Hall of Fame shooting. You get gold posterizer, and you don't slack on defense. You get great defense, and you can even rebound, maintain good physicals. This is an all-around fire build at the height 6'4". But the reason that I have this one better than the other point guard heights isn't just because it's the tallest, which it is. It's also more versatile than the other heights. For example, I would not recommend somebody makes a 6'3" lockdown defender, but you could make a 6'4" lockdown. And the reason why is 6'4" is the shortest height that can get pogo stick. And on this game, you got to jump to contest. So on a 6'4" lockdown, especially, you're going to have to jump to contest a lot. But you can make a 6'4" lockdown, and I have made that, and we called that Robin. So you guys want to see my perfected lockdown at the height 6'4"? Look for my Robin video. But let's go on to the number 1 height on the game. At number 1, the height you guys pretty much expected, the height 6'8", and this is a very fire height in my opinion because it's so versatile. The height is really good on its own because it's tall enough to guard small guards and tall enough to guard big men, so it's really versatile. But the cat breakers for this height are so simple and so easy. Of course, a lot of people know about the driver dunk and the block cat breakers, but in my opinion, I think the best cat breakers on the height 6'8" are these defensive cat breakers, especially making a power forward. So on this one, we didn't go with the maximum wingspan, but you guys want to go maximum wingspan, you can get the steal to go from an 81 all the way up to a 94. You still can get the block to go from a 74 all the way up to a 93. That gives you the gold paint patroller and the Hall of Fame high fly denier. Your defensive rebounding can still go from 81 all the way up to a 94 as well. So that's if you want to go the maxed out wingspan. But I lowered my wingspan a little bit so I can get that 83 3 ball for bronze limitless and that 89 mid range for the gold set shot. But overall, these defensive cat breakers turns your build into a monster. I love this power forward build. I dominate 3v3 pro-am with it, 3v3 in the stage, and 3v3 proving grounds with it. It's an all-around fire combination, and it is without a doubt the best height on the game. Let me know where I got any builds wrong, height-wise, what height should be in the top 10 but isn't. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.